Hey Chase, how you doing today, man?
Good, man.
Great.
Nice to hop on a live with you.
Yes, sir. Happy to be here, man.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's just now tuning in. Welcome. Happy Thursday.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, just for everybody who doesn't know, Trevor, give a little background on the business, what y'all do, how y'all got started.
Sure. Yeah. So I work with Pro North Medical. We're a Canadian medical device company supplying oral surgeons, veterinarians, doctors, dentists, all the supply that they need for surgeries and their everyday practices. I joined about 6 years ago. I'm the director of marketing for them. And we've been around for about 11, 12 years with over 40 years of experience in the space.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been a ride for sure.
Yeah, that's a lot. And on the e-commerce side, y'all were doing about what? It was 30K on average per month. And just in the last couple of months, y'all went up to 80K this month, right?
You know what? We are at 86 this morning. We have about 6,000 in sales before I woke up today.
That's incredible. Okay. Yeah, that's a huge improvement for sure.
It's crazy. When I jumped on board, it was the thing with medical companies. It's tough because it's such a traditional space to be in. So a lot of doctors and dentists stuff, they order through email or phone call, and it's just very traditional. And send the P over, mail snail, and snail mail. Sorry. And anyhow, so when I jumped on board, I was like, well, in 5 years, I'm 31. I was like, how will professionals my age be used to ordering online? How will they? What navigation will they be used to? What do they want? So I tried to make the most simple system for them to order online through our website, and just have it really inviting, a very, very simple process to check out, and just have really an engaging platform. So year one was tough to swallow because it was just coaching people to get over there and to order online and to trust us and have our systems work well for them. And so the first year was about 2,000 a month in sales. Second was about 10,000. Third, 20. Fourth, about 25, 30. This year, we knew we had a foundation that was set for us for the trajectory that we're going. And so we started to creep in. We'd hit like 40 maybe once in a while. But we gradually are going upwards, and I was like, you know what? I think we're starting to plateau a little bit. And I've been watching your videos for a long time, and you're definitely the most trustworthy in the space. I find that there's a lot of people who
there's a lot of bad actors out there.
So I knew that we needed to do something drastic to get to the place we needed to be. And so through that, we made the investment to be in your one-on-one mentorship, which has been great because the last 3 months we've hit 3 new highs.
Yeah, it's like hyper growth, record month every month.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So we're gonna definitely hit 100K month probably next month and continue to grow. And with these projections, we should be about 1.8 million by the end of next year.
Wow.
Starting in 2024.
That's incredible. And this is really all from being able to understand the audience, but also like structure the creatives in a way that actually resonate with, the buyers of y'all's products, which is a big deal. Like a lot of times people don't realize how important the creative aspect is to being able to generate results. And especially with a product like y'all are selling right now, for example, like, stools, inherently like these products are not very visual. No. So it's like, how do you, end up selling something that seems very simple, but y'all have been able to make a lot of great creative assets. So you want to explain like what some of those creatives are like and how those are converting?
Yeah. So you know what, it was just a matter of being genuine to the professionals that we're selling these to, and having them really understand that this product specifically, it benefits you and your health overall. I mean, prolonged sitting for like 8 hours a day. Yeah. Not a lot of people know, but it can actually weaken your heart. It lowers your blood pressure. It's going to do systematically horrible things to your body over time. We don't realize it. So, when you get behind your product and actually believe it and know it's good for the economy, you can go in there with passion and confront these professionals with that, right? So the creatives that are set in your program, in your mentorship, are really easy to follow. I just did it with iPhone even, and like I have really high-tech cameras, but I don't need to use them for that, right? It's just having a great product and letting the people kind of try out the product and get their genuine.
So y'all use explainer videos to break down the features of the actual stool while, if you're sitting for 8 hours a day, what are the drawbacks of that? How should you be sitting? These different things that people don't think about, their posture, all of this stuff goes into it. And y'all are able to average like, 4 to 6x ROAS from having your content, shown in a much visual way. Yeah,
it's been pretty wild because, with that as kind of opening the door through Facebook advertising, customers now go onto our website and find other products, right? And so that helps the business in total.
And so y'all have like, medical items on y'all site as well. So there's like policies around with how Facebook structures that, but y'all are selling a product that is within policy guidelines.
Exactly.
But for people who have like things that are, in the gray line of policy and what can and cannot be promoted, if you have a product that can be, people don't realize that there'll be flow through into the other purchases on the website through upsells, through people navigating through the site, which increases your AOVs dramatically.
100%. That has been the biggest asset of ours, is having a product that can stretch around so many different industries that, when medical professionals do go on, they now, oh, well, these guys sell sutures, they sell surgical blades, they sell capital equipment, they do this. Oh, I like these guys. They have a story, this and that. So it really opens up the playing field for many other products that we sell to them. So it's been amazing. Awesome. Yeah, man.
And what was it like to what's it like to hit a record month this month from where y'all were just a couple of months ago?
Man, it's the craziest thing about it is that August has notoriously been the slowest month because no one's going to get their teeth cleaned, no one's having surgeries.
Yes.
Everyone's taking vacation off. It has been notoriously the slowest month. We've skyrocketed this month, which is just which gives you so much, faith for the future of, the busy months that are going to come up in Q4 are going to be
explosive.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think a lot of people, they'll have like recurring patterns in their business, and it's like historically they'll look at like seasonality, and there's always seasonality to some different businesses, and they'll say, well, every year we always expect to dip around this specific time. And then it starts to become like a mindset thing of like, oh, we're never going to break out of this pattern, so this is just what it is. And people kind of accept those things.
Yeah.
But realistically, there are ways to optimize the ads, get out in front of people who are still going to be buyers. Yeah. And y'all broke that in the past 4 years where you historically have, a decrease around this time. It's been y'all's record month. Yeah. And we've seen that across like Fortune 500 brands where their entire marketing department's like, y'all, we always have a down, season during this period. Nobody's looking to, franchise or this and that. And we break records still during those months. And they're like, how's this even happening?
Yeah.
And it's all about being able to actually reach the right people.
Yeah. I mean, I think with mentorship, it's just really just having an emotional connection through creative work, and not having some salesy kind of ad. It's just really pushing the narrative of
having a good storyline, explaining it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not pitching the product.
No.
And these are like TikTok style creatives too that people can do and just migrate them over to Facebook.
We haven't even touched into TikTok yet, so we're gonna jump into that. Really
y'all definitely gotta get on TikTok for sure.
Time, yeah.
And so y'all are just running Facebook ads right now. What are y'all spending monthly?
Currently this month we are spending 16,000, and so we've had a 4x ROAS on average. Which has been a massive.
Yeah, that's awesome. Most people can't scale up and like maintain their ROAS, and y'all's has just been climbing and climbing and climbing.
The first meeting we had, you goes, okay, we're gonna get you to 100K, no problem, like right away. So, yeah, we're well on our way. We're well on our way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so, like, what's been the biggest challenge so far, though, for y'all?
You know what? I think the biggest challenge was just navigating around Meta's policies as a healthcare company. That was finding a product that can stretch across several different avenues. It's not easy. Especially in the medical space, there's not very many that do. So that was the biggest issue.
Were you all getting
that was our biggest.
a lot of ad rejections prior?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's tough to get anything past Meta because I mean, for them they have to watch their back of especially with COVID happened. There was so much false information, false products going out there that were just duplicated, and so they have to cover their butts a bit. But for us, yeah, we've been fortunate to find that one product that's going to now open up an entire side of our business in the next couple of years.
Totally. So if people have like products that are, you know, not within what the policy is, but if they have a product that can fit within policy, then you can run that and still see sales on the other items.
Yeah, I think it just opens up a bit of a floodgate if you have other great products that you can show off as well. But you need that one to kind of open up the gate for you, for sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
And so y'all are expecting to go to 100K. What's the goals coming up after that? Are y'all expanding product lines? Or y'all?
Yeah, we'll be expanding. We've already started to expand the stool into different colors and different, you know, maybe a backrest on it, different accessories on top of that. But we were going to hit over 500,000 this year just on online sales alone, but we are now probably going to be pushing about 800, which is amazing. So we're just going to keep doing what's working and just rinse and repeat, and keep scaling up.
Yeah, and a lot of times with like Facebook ads, most people think you have to have like a ton of platforms or all these different things, but really it's just a few creative assets. You'll have like, you know, just a couple of videos and have been scaling from 30 to 50 to 80 on pace, you know, to 100 just from those creatives alone with the same audiences, campaign structure. And it's all very scalable. And lots of times people overthink it, or they don't know how to structure things, and it prevents them from getting the results for sure.
Yeah, I think that you have to try, obviously, and within marketing, you have to try everything. And things are going to fail for sure, but you will find the winning ad if you follow a structure. That's just it. At least for us, at least it was.
And y'all are just using interest, broad targeting, retargeting.
Yep.
That's the structure.
That's it.
I've been telling people, like, it's just,
really
you break
simple
these things out, and it's very scalable.
I know it seems daunting at first, but really it's quite simple when it comes down to it.
Yeah. Awesome. And so, like, if you're a brand new business just starting out, what would you say, like, to somebody, you know, what would be the first thing that they should focus on?
The creative. I don't think you need salespeople anymore. You need the creative to sell for you, and it's got to be structured and within your industry, and really just trying to understand what the customer needs and what they want, and don't have a gimmicky product. Have something that really helps people, that you can get behind, because if you get behind your product and not trying to just make $1 million in a month or something, you want longevity over time, right? So if you have longevity within your product and you care about it and the people that are going to be receiving that product, then you'll be fine.
Building a legit brand. Yeah.
Legit
because
brand.
Like with creatives, like a good way to go about is you can look at your FAQs, the most commonly asked questions. If the same ones keep popping up, make a video around that product with all of those questions answered in a visual way. And it's automatically, all those questions continue to come up. Now you're addressing them before people ask. So it's already removing the buyer objection to get them to convert. It raises your conversion rates automatically. 100%. And then a lot of times people have their product and they have a bunch of different features, or it solves a lot of different problems, but they only focus on one specific problem. Like they only think about it in terms of here's one audience, here's the one solution. And you can take like Icy Breeze, for example. They're like a cooler that cools you down in the summer. And so like, you know, some people might get caught up in the idea of let's, you know, just focus on people who go to baseball games that want to stay cool while they're outside. Yeah. Well, if you start to translate those, you know, problems into a lot of different arenas, if that's like tailgating, or if it's camping, or if it's while you're traveling, or if you're, you know, going out to an event, these are different angles that apply to different people. So different creatives can start to expand your overall scalability. And that's where people can tap into 10K months, 20K months, 30K months, and spend very fast.
100%, man. That's been the recipe for success for us in a big way. And just going into different industries and having, you know, filming in a tattoo studio, filming in a hair salon, filming in a dentist practice, and having those professionals really see it in that space, and they can then have all the questions answered, and seeing one of colleagues, if you will, using that product as well, because then it's an easy sell at that point, and you're actually helping people. So
totally. So people here need to like think about what other angles that they haven't thought of yet that they could be promoting that could open up, you know, an extra 10 to 40K a month.
Broad as you can. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. And so when did you join the mentorship?
About 3 months ago. Yeah.
And sales have just about doubled almost every month here.
Yep. No, and yeah, our product sales have doubled every month. We're over double this month from the past, and I'm assuming it's just going to keep doubling, which is what we want. So we'll do it at a good pace, but nonetheless, that's where we're headed.
Love it. What do you think has been the biggest help with the mentorship? Mindset, the ads, campaigns. What was one of the biggest things there?
I think, you know, I think mentorship and coaching in any aspect of your life is important. I think you need to get inspired and need to reach different levels of education. Doesn't matter if you've been in your space for 20 years, you need to be refreshed. And I think for me, I was along the way that can be made. And I think just your expertise and the tweaks that were made has obviously launched us into a different stratosphere. So I think don't ever be scared to invest in yourself. And from that, I mean, our initial investment was paid off already. So I think that was one. And then the creatives too. I mean, you keep fresh on your transparency and creatives along the way. So I just think that was a big help as well. The creative that's really the seller. So yeah.
That's awesome. And who do you think would be a good fit for it?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think that they're pretty universal. You can tailor the strategies towards any industry. I feel like if a medical company can, anyone can. Truly. It doesn't matter what industry.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So any big things coming up for y'all? I know Q4 is about to be here.
Yeah, Q4.
A lot of planning there. Stock. What are y'all thinking about for this?
Yeah, we've restocked about 3 times our inventory for these tools, expecting to sell out all of them. It's gonna be a good Q4, and then ramping up for next year, which should be just a monumental year for us. So,
love it. Yeah, everybody needs to start thinking about Labor Day sales happening right now, and then you have Black Friday, Cyber Monday coming up. The holidays, and this historically, like, people will see insane months. A lot of people are breaking record months right now, but like nobody's gonna be able to keep up with their stock here pretty soon.
Oh no, we're trying to get ahead of that right now. So yeah, that's Q4 is a big one always. So we're excited for it. Awesome. How about yourself? What's going on?
We're just scaling brands right now, so it's all going good. Just keeping up with the pace of everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you guys are getting busier every single day. So
yeah, this is about to be busy season for sure. Cool. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you joining, Trevor. Y'all have been absolutely crushing it. We definitely need to do a part 2 to this because, I mean, y'all are scaling up so fast. Probably won't take long to be able to do another video here.
We'll do a part 2 in a couple months, I'm sure.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining, man.
Appreciate you having me on, Chase. I'll see you in the next Q&A.
Awesome.